Ever get that feeling about a place where, like, ancient history feels alive right now in the modern world?
Yeah.
And it's all set against this stunning blue coastline. That's the Adriatic. And today we're doing a deep dive into Croatia. Think, centuries of history, amazing nature, that famous coast, loads to explore.
Yeah, definitely. We've basically gone through, well, a lot of material to pull out the real essence of Croatia. Not just the what to see, but maybe the why it matters bit, too.
Right.
Think of this as your express guide. A way to get why Croatia is so captivating without wading through everything. Our job here is to pull out the really fascinating bits for you. Efficiently, hopefully, insightfully.
Exactly. So if you're looking to get a good handle on it, quickly but properly, you're in the right place. We'll unpack Croatia's story, its highlights. You should walk away feeling like you really get it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so where do we start? How about we trace things back? A journey through time.
Yeah, let's do that. Croatia's story, it goes way back, Roman Empire times. You can still see traces of that, like in how Split is laid out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And after Rome's influence faded, you get the Kingdom of Croatia popping up, early Middle Ages, to a pretty key player along the Adriatic Sea that was a major highway for trade,
And being right there on the Adriatic, that location, it wasn't just about ships passing through, was it? It meant Croatia was always kind of in the mix, shaped by whoever was powerful at sea.
Exactly right. You had the Byzantine Empire over to the east. They had a big impact early on culture, religion, then later Venice.
Yeah.
The Venetian Republic. I mean, they dominated the Adriatic for ages.
Ah, the Venetian influence. You see that all along the coast, right?
Absolutely. And the architecture, even how towns were run sometimes. It's this unique blend. And then in the 12th century, Croatia merges with Hungary, which pulls it more into that whole Central European story.
Okay, so fast forward quite a bit then to the 20th century. That was a massive period of change everywhere, and you can't really talk about modern Croatia without talking about Yugoslavia.
No, you really can't. Croatia was part of Yugoslavia, and, well, getting independence in 1991, that involved a really tough war.
Yeah.
A turbulent time.
Yeah.
And that whole experience, that struggle, it deeply shaped the country's identity, what it focused on afterwards. Rebuilding, tourism becoming important again.
But now Croatia's in the EU,
Yeah.
a modern country, but one that seems really connected to all that layered history. You feel it there.
You really do.
So, okay, that sets the historical scene. Now let's dive into the stuff that pulls people in today, the big attractions. And I mean, we have to start with Dubrovnik.
Dubrovnik, yeah. The Pearl of the Adriatic. It's probably the most famous city, and being a UNESCO World Heritage Site tells you a lot. The medieval buildings are just stunningly preserved, and the history there is so thick you really feel it. That nickname, it earned it.
Absolutely. And those city walls, they're not just old stones. Walking along them gives you these, wow, panoramic views. You see all the terracotta roofs, then just the blue Adriatic stretching out, like stepping into a painting.
It really is. And think about the engineering behind them, built up over centuries to keep the city safe. Shows you how powerful Dubrovnik was as a sea trading republic.
Right.
And then inside, you've got Stredin. That's the main street, always buzzing, lined with these beautiful old buildings, little shops. It's paved with this shiny limestone.
And the Sponza Palace, I read that was more than just a pretty building, like an old customs house or archives.
Yeah, exactly. 16th century, it held records, saw goods pass through. It's like a time capsule of Dubrovnik's trading power. Shows how central it was to city life, economically and all that.
Cool.
And then there's Fort Lovrejac, that fortress perched up on the cliff overlooking the sea.
Oh yeah, dramatic spot.
Totally. You can instantly see why they built it there for defense. And the views, again, just breathtaking.
Seriously amazing. And if you need a little break from the city buzz, you can hop on a boat to Lokrum Island. I heard that's nice.
Yeah, a great little escape. Really green, peaceful spots. Bit of mystery with some old legends too. Nice contrast to the busy old town. And back in Dubrovnik itself, you've also got the Dubrovnik Cathedral and the Rector's Palace. Both definitely worth seeing. Showcases the art and architecture changing over time.
Okay, so Dubrovnik is this incredible medieval jewel, but Croatia's got so much more. Let's head up the coast a bit to Split. Totally different vibe, right? Roman heart.
Yeah, Split's the second biggest city. Very lively, busy port. But its core, its absolute heart, is Diocletian's palace, which is remarkably preserved.
And Palace doesn't quite cover it, does it? It's like a living Roman city, built for Emperor Diocletian to retire in, but people still live and work there today. Shops, cafes, apartments, all inside these ancient Roman walls. UNESCO site, too.
It's incredible, isn't it? It wasn't just his house. It had barracks, temples, a whole self-contained thing. And Peristyle Square, that's the main courtyard. Standing there, you really get a sense of the Roman scale, the grandeur. You can almost picture the emperor there.
Wow. Yeah, you stand there with those massive columns. It does connect you to the past. And within the palace, there's St. Domnius Cathedral. That has a pretty interesting story, too.
It really does. It's one of the oldest Catholic cathedrals still used today, but it started life as Diocletian's mausoleum.
No way.
Yeah. That whole idea of repurposing ancient buildings is a big part of Split's charm. Oh, and for a great view over Split and the islands nearby, you got to climb Margin Hill.
Oh, the views from Margin. I've seen pictures. They look amazing. You see the whole city spread out and the coast.
They are spectacular. Perfect way to get your bearings.
Right.
And after that, take a walk along the Riva Promenade. It's the waterfront, super lively, lined with cafes, real Mediterranean buzz. And from Split's harbor, it's easy to catch a ferry to the islands. Chivar's a really popular one. Beaches, bit of nightlife.
Okay, so from Roman cities, let's do a complete 180. Nature, Plitvice Lakes National Park.
Ah, Plitvice. Yeah, that's just breathtaking. Another UNESCO site, famous for its waterfalls and these incredibly clear turquoise lakes. It's all down to this special rock formation, travertine, creating natural dams.
It looks almost unreal in photos, all those waterfalls cascading down. And Veliki Slap, the big one, like 78 meters, just wow.
It is majestic. And you have 16 lakes, all connected, flowing one into the next. You walk around on these wooden pathways that go right over the water. It feels like you're in the landscape. And the colors of the water, they change with the light and the minerals. It's just vivid.
And it's not just pretty water, right? There's wildlife there, too. Bears, wolves.
Yeah, it's a proper ecosystem. Loads of birds, too. Over 150 species recorded. So it's important biologically as well. There are different hiking trails. You can choose your route. And taking the little electric boat ride across Kozjak Lake, the biggest one, gives you a different perspective again. Really peaceful.
Okay, wow. From Plitvice's natural wonder, let's head over to the Istrian Peninsula, Rovinj. That looks utterly charming.
Rovinj is a real gem, yeah. Very romantic seaside town.
Yeah.
Feels like you've stepped onto a postcard sometimes. Narrow, cobbled streets, colorful houses all clustered together on the coast. It's really captivating.
It has a bit of a Venetian feel, doesn't it? With that big church sitting right on top of the hill.
It does. That's St. Euphemia Church. It totally dominates the skyline. And climbing the bell tower, the views are amazing, especially sunset over the Adriatic.
Ah, nice.
And just wandering the old town is lovely, getting lost in those winding streets, finding little art galleries, cute cafes. It's got a really intimate feel, different from Dubrovnik or Split.
And the marina there looks lovely, too, just boats bobbing in the harbor.
Yeah, the Rovinj Marina is super picturesque.
Right.
Great place to just chill out, soak it all in. And from Rovinj, you can also check out the Brjuni Islands National Park nearby. That's got a weird mixed nature. Roman ruins, even Tito's old summer residence, and a safari park he set up.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, being in Rovinj, you have to eat seafood. Fresh stuff, right by the harbor. It's a must.
Definitely. Okay, one last main stop on our tour, Zadar. I heard this place mixes old history with some really cool modern art stuff.
Zadar's fascinating. Yeah, it's on the central coast. Got layers of history, Roman stuff again, but it's also famous for these unique modern installations, like the sea organ.
Oh, the sea organ. I've read about that. It's pipes built into the steps by the sea, and the waves make music. That sounds amazing.
It is. It's such a clever idea, using nature to create art.
Yeah.
A really unique sound.
Yeah.
And right near there, you've got the actual ruins of the Roman Forum, going back to the 1st century BC.
So you can literally see the ancient and the modern side by side.
Exactly. And St. Donatus Church is there too, this big round church from the 9th century. Very striking pre-Romanesque style. Great acoustics inside, apparently.
Wow.
Its shape makes it really stand out. Oh, and something you have to do in Zadar is watch the sunset. People say it's one of the best in the world. Best spot is right there on the waterfront, listening to the sea organ.
That sounds magical.
It really is. And if you want another nature escape from Zadar, Kornati National Park isn't far. It's an archipelago, loads of islands, great for boating or hiking if you can get out there.
Okay, so we've covered history, incredible sights, both cities and nature. Let's talk food. What's Croatian cuisine like? What should people try?
Croatian food is a really nice mix. You get Mediterranean flavors, definitely Italian influence, especially near the coast, but also some Central and Eastern European touches inland. Lots of fresh, local ingredients. And it varies by region, too. Istria is famous for truffles and great olive oil. Dalmatia, down the coast, lots of grilled fish, olive oil, herbs.
And pasticata, that sounds like a proper traditional dish. Dalmatian beef stew, slow cooked, served with gnocchi.
Oh yeah, pasta cotta is a classic. Really rich flavor, takes ages to make properly, often for special occasions. And then you got avapi, you'll see those everywhere.
Right, the little grilled sausages.
Yeah, grilled minced meat, usually served in flatbread with raw onions and maybe ershvar, that red pepper relish. Simple, but so good. Great street food.
And burek,
Yeah.
that flaky pastry thing.
Burek. Savory pastry, usually filled with meat or cheese or spinach. Perfect for breakfast or a snack on the go. Really popular across the Balkans, actually.
Okay.
And one other cool thing is pika. That's more a cooking method. Food, often meat or octopus with potatoes and veg, cooked slowly under a metal dome, like an iron bell, covered in hot embers.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredible. Must make everything super tender and flavorful.
Exactly. It's a very traditional way to cook, often shared with family or friends. Real comfort food.
Okay, mouth is watering now. So we've got the sights, the food. What about practical stuff? If someone's thinking of going, when's the best time?
Generally, the best times are spring, say April to June, and autumn, September, October. The weather's usually lovely then, warm but not too hot, and it's less crowded than peak summer.
Right, avoid the July-August rush if you can.
Yeah, unless you love intense heat and crowds. Shoulder season just offers a nice balance. It works for different budgets too, from backpackers to luxury travelers.
Good tip. And language. Is English widely spoken?
The official language is Croatian, of course. But yeah, English is pretty widely spoken, especially in tourist areas, hotels, restaurants, and by younger people. You should be able to get by fine most of the time.
Okay. And money. What's the currency and do you need cash?
So Croatia joined the Eurozone in January 2023, so the currency is now the euro. Before that it was the kuna, but now it's euros.
Ah, okay. Good update. Euro then. Cards okay.
Yeah, cards are widely accepted, especially in cities and tourist spots. But it's always smart to have some cash, some euros, for smaller shops, markets, maybe tips, or places off the beaten track.
Right. Standard advice, really. And getting around Croatia itself, easy enough.
Yeah, it's pretty well set up. Buses are good for connecting cities and towns. Ferries are obviously essential for island hopping, and there are loads of islands. Trains cover some routes on the mainland, maybe not as extensive as buses. And renting a car gives you the most freedom, especially if you want to explore inland or more remote coastal spots. Roads are generally good.
Okay, great. So wrapping up then, it really feels like Croatia just offers, well, a bit of everything, doesn't it? History, nature, amazing coast, food.
Absolutely. It really does cater to so many interests, whether you're drawn to Dubrovnik's medieval walls, Split's Roman path, the waterfalls at Plitvice, Revenge's charm, or Zadar's blend of old and new. There's just a huge amount to experience.
It's that mix, isn't it? History, nature, culture, all woven together so beautifully. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? How all those layers, Roman, Venetian, Slavic, Yugoslav, now EU, how they all contribute to what makes Croatia feel unique today. And maybe for you listening, what part of that story, what aspect of Croatia really sparks your interest? What would you want to discover first? Definitely something to ponder.